Let's get it. Today we're going to be talking about the altcoin market. Last video we talked about Bitcoin and where it could potentially go if we close below that 50-month moving average. Today we're going to talk about if Bitcoin does that, what could potentially happen to the altcoins. So let's go. What is up, everybody, and welcome to the Crypto Cabin. My name is Tom, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the altcoin market and what could potentially be happening in the future if we do continue to see further downside. If you're new to this channel, please scroll on down, leave this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and select all so you get notified when I post these new videos. So without any further ado, let's jump right in here. So in my previous video, we chatted about Bitcoin and looking at this monthly close to see if we are going to close below this 50-month moving average. And if we do, it could spell a lot more downside, in my opinion, for Bitcoin. And the rest of the cryptocurrency market will follow, because that seems to be what happens. The rest of the cryptocurrency market tends to follow Bitcoin. However, we did have, a couple signs pointing to the potential of a reversal here, like I mentioned in a couple of previous videos on the daily and the weekly, even on the monthly here. Last time our momentum wave crossed negative, we had a bottom within a month or two. And so we've just kind of crossed negative down here on the momentum wave. And that means that we could potentially be bottoming out, or if not now, maybe next month or shortly after that. So that is something to take a look at. And like I said, the monthly close is very important in my opinion. If we do close below that 50-month moving average, here's something to look out for with the altcoins. So altcoins typically lag behind Bitcoin a little bit, both in the bull run and in the bear market. They kind of follow suit of what Bitcoin does. So I don't think we have seen the bottom for altcoins just yet. When we look at the altcoin market cap, this is also the 50-week moving average for altcoins. We can see that we have closed below this 50-month moving average before. So there is potentially some more downside to happen after that. Also, when we look at the momentum wave, the last time we bottomed out from the altcoin perspective, the momentum wave was also negative, just like it was for Bitcoin. But it hasn't happened yet. So there is the bottom for the altcoin market last time. You can see the momentum wave had just crossed negative. And what we're looking at right now is we are still technically positive with the momentum wave. So we could have a little ways to go for the altcoins before they bottom out here as well. Also, last time the altcoins bottomed out, we went down about 92%. Just about 92%. So we right now at the lowest, we've been down, I think it's just over 70%. So the lowest drawdown we have right now is about 74-75% from all-time highs there for the altcoins. So we could see further downside, obviously, and go down. If we do go down that same 92% from there, that would be right at around $140 billion market cap for the altcoins. So again, just like I did with Bitcoin, I kind of drew out a few lines here where we could see some, resistance or support, I should say, with the total market cap for the altcoin space. This 92% down, if we play out the exact same way we did last time, we would be right at around 140 billion. So I'm just laying out potential scenarios, not saying these will happen, but this is what has happened historically. And so just, I guess, knowing that this is realistic and there is a lot further downside to go, then market sentiment is still extremely fearful, extremely negative, and we could have a lot of regulation coming in, and that could mean a lot of altcoins could go to zero, right? I mean, there's over 19,000 cryptocurrencies, I think, according to CoinMarketCap. Forget what the last total is. It's over 20,000 right now. Just hit 20,000 total cryptos. So there's no way all those are going to survive. A lot of them could go to zero. And if a lot of them do go to zero, look at how much, there's a ton of market cap space that could come out. It just depends on exactly when regulation comes out and what that regulation all entails for the altcoin space. So if we do come down to that $140-ish billion market cap for altcoins, that means we could potentially still see another 70+% drawdown. So if Bitcoin's worst case scenario, in my opinion, was a 50% drawdown, Altcoins worst case scenario on average is about a 70-75% drawdown. What makes the most sense to be dollar cost averaging into more at this point in time, or maybe not at all into altcoins? I am doing a couple altcoins. Like I said, I have a couple that I do think are going to stick around, mainly Polkadot, Ethereum, and Cosmos, maybe crypto.com as well. But other than that, I mean, there are a few others that if you believe in them long term and you've done your research on them, that is totally up to you. Just understand that if we do the same thing we've done in the past for Bitcoin and altcoins are going to drop a lot more than what Bitcoin has done, right? So I'm predominantly dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin. That's the biggest thing that I'm going to be dollar cost averaging into during this time. Altcoins, I'm going to slow down a lot dollar cost averaging into, or not do nearly as much, if at all, and kind of pick and choose the times that I do that. So right now we're all looking at Bitcoin, seeing what happens here, depending on where Bitcoin goes. Like I said, watch this monthly close. Then we need to take a look at altcoins. So predominantly right now, my strategy, like I've said before, dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin mainly, a little bit into Ethereum, and then hand selecting a few altcoins as long as they are now, I'm making my ranges more strict. As long as they were in my green boxes, then I will be in dollar cost average mode. I'm not going to dollar cost average into while we are in the yellow. I was a little bit before. I'm no longer going to do that. If they get into my green ranges, then I will be dollar cost averaging into Chainlink, Polkadot, Atom, maybe some CRO. But I'm going to be waiting for these green boxes now and kind of easing off on the yellow and focusing everything, shifting everything into Ethereum and Bitcoin, because when you look at these ranges on my Bitcoin and Ethereum charts that I set up a long time ago, you'll see that prices are in the green for Ethereum. Prices are not quite in the green, I guess, technically, for Bitcoin, but we are below that 200-week moving average, which historically has been a really, really great time to start dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin. That 200-week moving average is that green line right there. At the time of recording this video, it is right at about 22,428. So that's it for today, team. That's my strategy right now, what I'm looking for with Bitcoin and then the altcoin market as well. If you got some value out of this video, please scroll on down, leave this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and click that little notification bell and select all so you get notified for when I post these new videos. I appreciate each and every single one of you. See you next time on the next episode from the Crypto Cabin. Let's get it.